Audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. Want to win in life's challenges? To know the will of God and have more passion for Him? Practical help right now with Tak Bhana and Running with Fire.
Thanks for joining me today, and just great to have you with us, and thank you so much. I really appreciate every individual person takes time to check these devotions out, these brief teachings that I give on a daily basis. I trust they're a blessing to you, and hey, share them with others if you feel comfortable to do that. You've heard me speak about all of us being powerful, anointed, full-time ministers of the gospel. Most of us in the marketplace, yours might be in your street or in your home, wherever God has placed you. God has tremendous anointing for you wherever you are situated. I'm in a church situation, most of you in the workplace situation. And this can be very exciting when you begin to understand this truth, because we're going to see God increasingly use people very, very powerfully in the marketplace. We're not going to just talk in the future, I believe, about anointed preachers and pastors, but anointed nurses and teachers and accountants and mothers and business people and sales rep. There's going to come a shift away from an over-focus on church ministers to workplace ministers. God's going to balance it up. In fact, the majority of Christians are marketplace ministers. It's probably 1%, probably less, are actually church ministers. God gave me a phrase about this whole thing that I've never preached before, and it was this: seek His face for your workplace. As I reflected on that statement, I thought, my goodness, how come I haven't seen that before? This should have been a major focus of prayers in my church alone, let alone other churches, seeking God's face for your workplace. For years, we've embraced the idea that church was somewhere where you went on Sunday, forgetting that in the book of Acts, the believers spread the gospel wherever they went. Church was wherever they found themselves. The reality is you can have church every day, wherever you are. Cafe, school, your workplace, your street, your home. How does that work? Well, you're the pastor. The workers are your flock. And how you behave and act is your preaching. So that's your church. You're preaching to all these unsaved people around you by your conduct, by the way you behave, how you respond to different situations. And the reality is the lost are already there. We always pray for the lost to come to church, but hey, they're already at church, but the church is in your workplace. So once we start to see that as our church, we're the preacher, they're the flock, and they're the lost that we're trying to reach, I think it's just going to change the whole narrative of how church takes place. So you can have church you can have church every day. That's what I'm trying to say. So, hey, if they're your flock, look after them, talk to them, pray for them, take them out for a coffee, however it might, whatever works for you, whatever you're comfortable to do. What you want to do is whet their appetite for Jesus. Don't just preach to them. Don't just evangelize. Show them what Jesus is like by your own lifestyle. Be the fragrance of Christ in your workplace. It will be appealing to unsaved people. You've heard me talk about Chuck Ripka of Riverview Community Bank in the US. You know what he did when he was opening up the bank? He laid hands on the desks and the computers and opened the door of the bank for Jesus to come in. Soon employees were saved. In 2 years, they saw 60 miracles and 100 people were saved. There's a thought for you though, isn't there? Have you ever thought of praying for the office desks, computers, water cooler area, laying hands on it? Worth a try. I suggest you do it before work when no one's around, or after work when everyone's gone home. Then invite Jesus into your workplace. Make a decision. Actively make it a moment of when you do it. Maybe you want to do it every day. Invite Jesus into your workplace. And then just watch what God begins to do. Seek His face for your workplace. Or could I say, seek His face for your church. Tak Bhana is the Senior Pastor of Church Unlimited in Auckland, New Zealand.
For more information, to make contact or to listen again, look for Running with Fire at our website, vision.org.au. Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.